What are we looking like, boys? We got ourselves Candy in here. How's it going, Candy? Hope you're having a good one, fam. Hope you're having a good one. How you doing, my boy? We also got ourselves, what? We got Hamburger back here to Hamburger, Skeed, Sub-Zero, Zully, Zines on Team Blue, with Candy on Team Red with Carrie. Candy and Carrie already got the Mog rolling for himself. Fortune gonna be going up first. We got Snoopy in the back as well as Toasty. And it looks like Zully's gonna get hit with an incap into a leg sweep immediately. Big old kicks coming down from Fortune. Huge damage with Fist of Fury into a Whirling Dragon Punch. Zully landing the fear onto Fortune. But it's not going to be able to shake him off immediately. He just stun triggers out of it immediately. Trying to get a heal. He's going to get locked out on a heal. And Fortune goes immediately for a heal of his own. Into a Zully with Embrace of Vampiric Embrace. But Kenny, oh, he's going to go for that life swap early. Touch of Death still attacking him though. Fortune trying to land as much damage as he can. Another interrupt onto Zully into Shadow. Won't be able to go for Disperse. Actually, super bad space is going to land a Disperse regardless. Fortune get a hit with the Mallet, trying to make himself as much healing as possible. And Zully is going to try to see if he can get himself a little bit of range from Fortune into the silence. But that Karma is still landing. Imagine if you can silence the Karma. Trying to land himself a mind control, getting interrupted on it, and Fortune knocking it out of the park with a massive leg sweep. Let's go, boys. Into a stun by what looks like Hamburger. Opening up as a Feral Druid this time. So he's playing the full Feral build into a leg sweep by Fortune. He does not want to trinket this leg sweep immediately. Fortune bailing out of the room as soon as he gets a chance, spamming those Vivifys immediately. Hamburger looking to get himself a little bit of an angle on Fortune. That's going to be a bit of a bitty bop with that Ring of Peace. Hamburger letting himself a bit of a heal. Looking for a reset. Fortune, though, looking to even manage any bits of health. And is going to get himself an early pour. Knows he has plenty of room to get himself Vivifies. And is going to be able to stabilize Hamburger. Is it playing Underrot Trinket here? It's still going to land that opener even though the crane kick was on. It's a trinket from that incap. Looking to open himself up for a next stun. That's going to be a massive Fist of Fury, punishing him for it. Is going to power shift out of Fortune, still super low. No Karma available. Is going to try to reflect those roots back at Hamburger. Needed to reflect those roots, needs to recover health. And is going to get himself a port setup. Hamburger, is he going to chase? Not going to chase, he's just going to sit super far apart. I think he's just moonfiring him. It's going to go for a Crucible. Looks like he is moonfiring. We are not able to see the moonfire effect though. But he is moving his paws around. He is scratching the air. Must be doing it for a reason. Fortune is going to restabilize yet again. Trick is out of the stun immediately. Stun to Hamburger with a bike rolling in. Fury grabbing him super low. Actually getting him below 30%. It's a Karma on those thorns. Wall coming up for Hamburger as he's looking to stabilize here. Renewal immediately. Going to get booped back by that ring. Karma is still applied. And that Touch of Death is going to continue on the pressure after one more wall left. Is he going to wall this right now? Might wall the end of it. Touch of Death does dissipate. It wasn't the strongest Touch of Death in the world. So Hamburger decided not to wall this. Getting hit with the root as he goes for a wall right now in cat form. Doesn't have anything left. Needs to line himself up some sort of a massive heal off of Fortune stun to get him off of him. And it's going to use Crucible offensively here. Actually feeling pretty confident with those regrowths. Fortune getting right on top of Hamburger while his health is low. Not letting him recover. Next stun could be it. Did Hamburger just try to go for a bash into Fortune? Or was that a bear attack? Thorns are up and not going to have Karma for those. And Fortune is going to bail out. It looks like he actually wasn't able to stay on the top side of the platform the whole time. He's looking to at least keep Hamburger in combat even though Thorns are up and running. Thorns should be dissipating soon. If Fortune can get himself a next leg sweep big combo right now before the trinket is back for Hamburger, he might stand a chance. Hamburger does get himself a couple bleeds. Looking to buy himself some time. Needs 8 seconds before the trinket comes back. Fist of Fury coming out. Should have the trinket for the next stun from Fortune anytime now. Also, Renewal is coming back very, very soon. Wall should be available in 30 seconds. If he is able to extend this game a little bit longer, he might be fine. Fortune get himself a bit of a Tiger's Lust, trying to sprint after Hamburger. Is he going to be able to get himself a setup? It looks like Hamburger is going to have himself Renewal. He's been able to play this game slow and steady. Thorns are up to dissuade Fortune from going in ham. And Fortune so far hasn't committed too much crazy damage yet. Knows there's a trinket, knows there's a Renewal. But he can't really stop Hamburger, the Feral healing, without the pressure of a hit and run playstyle. Fortune just doesn't have the sustain right now, unless he can land those Fist of Furies onto Hamburger every single time. Actually gonna hit him with a bike, trying to blindside him into a leg sweep. Probably gonna be tricking out a Hamburger. Went to bear from trying to leverage it. Wall and renewal available. Should probably go for renewal. Trying not to use renewal. Going for frenzied regeneration. Gets the trick out of Fortune with a bash in cat form right now. No thorns. Touch of Death is available though. Probably gonna wall it into renewal immediately as Fortune's still in there. Has karma if things ever go bad. Wall and renewal coming in a little early. Fortune super low in health, and Hamburger trying to get him low and trying to peel away, not letting that karma stack up. Fortune is going to try to get a root into Hamburger. I think he jukes out that skull bats, and it does get to port away. Hamburger still holding on to a trinket if things ever get bad. Fortune still looking pretty good. No trinket, however, so it's going to be an opener by Hamburger, getting the bleeds up and running into an incap. Dampening starting to roll in as a 5-minute, 15-minute mark. 5 minutes, 15 seconds mark. Thorns are up and Fortune doesn't want to be anywhere near that. Is Hamburger looking to maybe get a leap onto Fortune? No, he actually put down the port, but he's going to get away from the port. He's going to go for a little bit of a dampened magic, even though Thorns are not up and running for Hamburger, so that's going to be something he can leverage as a cooldown. If he can get those Thorns back up on Fortune while he's super low, get Fortune super low, Fortune could play this very, very safely, wait for the karma, so as soon as those Thorns comes in, he can definitely turn the tide of this duel, gain a lot of health back. Is gonna boop Hamburger with that ring out of stealth. That's gonna be his Thorns up and running. Hamburger does have a trinket up if he needs to. Looks like Fortune just wants to get away from the Thorns as best as he can. Is gonna get relined up with the bleeds. That's gonna be Human Rachel getting him out of that stun. Fist of Fury coming out onto the Thorns as they dissipated at the last second. Trying to keep Hamburger from running away. He's looking to maybe get some bleeds. Does get a big old bite. Bite coming out of nowhere. Needs to get a wall up and running, and renewal. Looking like a renewal is gonna be the play here while in barrel form. Getting a crucible at Fortune. Maybe he might want to commit some damage. Karma coming out, and Fortune is going to try to get as much pressure to Hamburger. He's going to get 0 damage into Fortune during that karma. Bear form, wall, just trying to escape. Shortest stun in the world onto Fortune. No way out of it though. And lets Hamburger get at least some distance. Hamburger still holding onto a trinket for the next big leg sweep with Touch of Death, but he will not have a defensive for it. He better get out of the stun immediately. Touch of Death is going to happen. Fortune is going to go for a leg. Trinket out of Hamburger. Does land a bash. Needs to get away from Fortune. Needs to minimize the damage that Touch of Death is going to do. Thorns after that Touch of Death are up. He is in a deadly position. Try to see if he can bait Fortune to attack him. Fortune is not doing it. 7 minutes in, 40% dampened. Whirling Dragon Punch for Fortune as he does get a wall up and running to deal with the damage those Thorns are doing back to him from Hamburger. And the Hamburger is still staying in, trying to get the bleeds, trying to get the big bites, trying to get Fortune low. Now it's really just a game of them cat and mouse of low health. Hamburger find himself super low. Can he get out of that low health? Actually, could he be going down here? Fortune trying to maximize the amount of damage that he's going to take less of, trying to prevent those Thorns. Hamburger not willing to use Thorns right now. If he does have them, Frenzy Regeneration is all he has. Fist of Fury locking him out. I think that might be the end here. Barely any health, and down he goes. Fortune does get the massive Fist of Fury there. Just pounding the damage into Hamburger. It does get away from him for now. Skeet walking up straight to the face of Fortune and looking to get hit with a leg sweep. Trinkets that immediately into a pre-feint as Fortune does disarm the guy. Trying to maximize the damage while the rogue cannot even fire back. Is gonna get a port out, leaving him with the images Fist of Fury the guy down. So Skeet took quite a bit of a pounding. Can't even tell who got the opener there. That road opener is not going to work against the monk, though. It is going to stop you in your tracks. You want to be able to land an opening. Kidney shot onto that ring is not going to help you. Vendetta, though. And Fortune is not karming. It actually got himself a touch of karma at the very last second of the DFA. Skeet was in air for way too long with that DFA. Tried to slam down onto Fortune. Didn't quite do exactly what he needed to do. That's super unlucky. Gonna get hit with a sap. Skeet needs to go for a bleed playstyle. Needs to have Crucible ready as an ability. But that's gonna be Touch of Death and nothing you can do about it. If Fortune is able to get most amount of damage, that Touch of Death should be huge. Getting Skeet super low. Does go for a kidney shot. Popping evasion so early though. Why are you popping evasion and a kidney shot? And it's gonna be one hit by Fortune. Doesn't even hit him. He actually uses that monk on a town that gives you heal, and the amount that it healed, which is 8% of your health, does the nature damage. That evasion could not save you, Skid. Should have got yourself some distance to cover from Fortune. But next is going to be Zion's. He got himself so comfortable in that BlizzCon onesie, dude. Got himself a nice tabard too. Is that going to be enough for him to deal with Fortune though? This man is being a monster out here. Zion's going to pop that AMS a little bit early. Fortune is, of course, going to port away. For Zion's going to be probably the worst matchup for a monk. This pillar right here, the ramp, the ability to jump off and port up, even the pillar down the middle with a long side and a short side. It's actually so beneficial for a monk. With a roll or even a dragon kick, you can get around the arena so easily. And Zion's actually taking so much pressure right now. As I'm explaining, the map going to be an IBF coming out to give him enough defensives. No weapon to Death Strike, though, might be the end to this. What just happened to Zion's? I talked about the map for just a second. Unfortunately, got bored of my talking. He just obliterated Zion's and just next is gonna be Sub-Zero. But this guy looks like wants to give him an honor duel at least. That's the first honor duel of the day. So far, do you really want to give him an honor duel? So Sub-Zero, this is your game right now, man. Even if you just defeat Fortune, the guy who just went through 4 people back to back, that's gonna be an accomplishment on its own, even if that's all you just get through. Double Crucible onto Fortune, does land the Skull Bash onto that kick. Is Fortune gonna go fast damage here? No, he's gonna get a Fist of Fury and then roll himself off of the edge immediately. As soon as he sees those thorns out of Sub-Zero, that's gonna be a port just to kite the Pharaoh around the pillar. That's gonna be ring, but doesn't stop the Pharaoh's approach. Does deny him the opener, but still landing those dots in there, still landing himself next to Fortune. He's gonna try to see if he can kite the Pharaoh some more. Dragon kick up onto the platform immediately just to get himself some distance into a leg sweep, which forces out a shake out of Sub-Zero. Fist of Fury to lock him down right afterwards. Sub-Zero forced to get away and trying to get himself a heal. Fortune again buying himself more time in order to get himself a port. Is Sub-Zero even gonna land himself a restealth? Doesn't even go for a restealth. He's just sitting there. Stun onto Fortune as Touch of Death comes in. Needs to heal throughout Touch of Death, and you might be good. Actually going back in there, that's going to be full bleeds. Are going to reverse into that Karma. Sub-Zero popping a wall, try to see if he can survive. Does not play Renewal, so he's not going to be able to do much here in terms of self-heals. Save the Chicken is going to keep him afloat just a little bit longer. He needs to find a way out of this situation. Incap on Fortune, and actually Fortune does hit him with reverse harm. Big old 1v4. So much damage out of this guy. Yeah, reverse harm is the ability I was thinking about, but I couldn't say. Reverse harm is the ability he uses. It does like what, 8% of you as a health, and all that health also reverts back as damage to the enemy. Reverses the harm literally. That is incredible, dude.